The suitcase was heavier than it should have been. When she grabbed the handle, her knuckles went white, and she nearly stumbled backward. That split second of surprise, the crack in her polished facade, made every hour I'd spent preparing for this moment worth it. "Oh, wow. Did you pack rocks in here?" she said with a forced laugh, eyes flicking toward me, searching for a reaction. I shrugged, my expression unreadable. "You got everything you need in there," I said flatly. "It's a special trip, after all." She hesitated, then smiled, that fake, practiced smile she'd been wearing for months. "You're so thoughtful," she murmured, leaning in to kiss my cheek. Her lips were cold, distant. I watched her wheel the suitcase out the door, its tiny wheels squeaking under the weight. I waited until her car pulled out of the driveway and disappeared down the street before I allowed myself to breathe. It was showtime. Her name was Amanda. We'd been married 8 years, together for 10. For most of that time, I would have called us happy, comfortable, at least. We had routines, shared jokes, dreams I thought were mutual. That illusion shattered 3 months ago. She left her phone on the kitchen counter while heading upstairs to shower. I wasn't snooping. Not really. But when the screen lit up, I saw the message. "Can't wait to see you this weekend. Miss you like crazy. Signed, Brent." Brent? I didn't know a Brent. No one by that name worked at her office. And we didn't have any mutual friends with that name. My stomach dropped. But I didn't grab the phone. Not yet. I knew better than to charge in blind. I needed proof, irrefutable proof. And proof I got. The weeks that followed were a masterclass in quiet deception. Mine, not hers. While she believed I was clueless, I was slowly unspooling the truth behind every lie. I installed a keylogger on her laptop, capturing emails and chat logs. I followed her once, keeping my distance as she worked late at a hotel downtown. I even placed a GPS tracker in her car. What I uncovered made me sick. "I love you," she whispered before walking out the door. Every excuse, every late-night meeting that wasn't. Each one drove the knife in deeper. Still, I didn't confront her. Not yet. She thought she held all the strings, but she didn't realize she was the one dangling. I let her believe she was in control. Then I planned her fall. When she mentioned a weekend getaway with the girls, I almost laughed. Her lies were clumsy now, obvious. Her story had holes too big to miss. Her list of friends conveniently unreachable. One of her blouses even came home with a scent I didn't recognize. Definitely not mine. "You deserve some time to unwind." I told her, "I've got a few things to take care of around the house." She beamed. "You're the best." She had no idea. While she carefully folded her favorite outfits, ones I knew she wore only for him, I was packing a different kind of bag, not with clothes, with evidence. Photos, emails, GPS data, screenshots, receipts. A file meant to break her carefully constructed fantasy. Brent lived in a sleek condo across the city. A corporate type, mid to late 30s, charming, polished. The kind of man who probably never even thought about the husband of the woman he was sleeping with. I parked down the street and waited. Amanda's car was already there, parked crooked in her rush to get inside. I waited another hour, then walked to the building, rehearsing the moment I'd imagined 100 times. My heart thudded in my chest. I knocked. Firm. Sharp. The door opened. Brent. He froze, taking the sight of me, a stranger he immediately knew wasn't here by accident. "Can I help you?" he asked, voice wary. "Oh, I think you can." I stepped forward. He glanced at the door, like he might shut it. He didn't get the chance. My shoulder hit it hard, and I was inside. "Hey!" "Shut up, Brent." My voice cut through the air like a blade. "You and I need to have a little chat." Amanda appeared in the hallway, clutching a robe around herself like a shield. Her face drained of color. "Mark, what are you?" I didn't even look at her. My focus was on Brent. "You know who I am, don't you?" He swallowed. "I think you should leave." I laughed. "Cold. Empty. Oh, I'll leave. But not before you see this." I reached into my bag and threw a thick stack of documents on the coffee table. Printed texts, emails, hotel receipts, photos. His eyes jumped from the evidence to Amanda and back to me. You thought you were clever? Sneaking around. Lying. You think I'm stupid? Amanda's voice cracked. Mark, please, can we talk privately? Privately? I turned to her, fury bubbling to the surface. You didn't care about privacy when you were screwing him in hotel rooms while I was home, thinking you were out with friends. She flinched. Tears filled her eyes. But I didn't care. Not anymore. You don't get to cry. Amanda, you made your choices. Now you face them. Brent still hadn't moved. Stunned. How does it feel, Brent? Knowing the game's over. Look, man, I didn't mean... Save it. I snapped. I'm not here for excuses. But your wife might be. His face went pale. What? Oh, yeah. Found her contact info. Sweet woman, actually, I'm sure she'll appreciate the heads up. Amanda's voice broke. Mark, please, don't. You should have thought about that before. I grabbed my bag and headed for the door, then turned back one last time. And Brent, if you ever go near her again, I'll make sure everyone you work with knows exactly what kind of man you are. Then I left. The silence behind me was deafening. The fallout came fast. I mailed the evidence to Brent's wife the next day, along with a note apologizing for the pain it would cause. She filed for divorce within a week. Word spread fast through his company. He resigned quietly, under pressure. As for Amanda, she tried to spin her story, plead for forgiveness, offer apologies soaked in desperation. I wasn't interested. The divorce was already in motion, and I made sure she walked away with nothing but her suitcase. It wasn't easy. None of it was. But as I stood alone in the quiet of my now empty house, I felt something unexpected. Peace. The betrayal had left a scar, but also carved out something else. Freedom, and the deep, enduring satisfaction of knowing that justice had finally been served.